Yeah, so I played an elf, and that's all I knew when I went into doing the first game that I did. It was the third game in the franchise, first game I did, and all I knew about the character, because they're so cagey about spoilers and giving things away, was that he was an elf and that he was magic. And that was basically it. And then you go in, they won't give you any scripts, and then there's a TV screen on the wall, and the lines come up with a brief description of how to say the line with a tiny bit of context, but not much. So it was quite nerve-wracking. Each session was quite nerve-wracking because I was like, I'm an actor, I need to prepare. But because the games take like 2 to 3 years to record, 2 or 3 months into it, you sort of like you start to get into the swing of things. You know a bit of what makes the character tick. So it got more comfortable then. So after I finished doing that, which like you said, 10 years ago. I know it's usually a big turnaround between computer games, but I actually played the game. Thought, right, if I'm coming back for the next game, I'm going to go in knowing everything. So I played it and got really, really addicted to it, and played like 3 or 4. I've played it 3 or 4 times over the last 10 years. It owns like 500 hours of my life, but research, you know. So it wasn't actually that long since the last time I played it before I went into it. So it was still quite fresh in my mind. And yeah, obviously I've aged, my voice has aged, but then so has Solas, the character I played. But going into it, having all that knowledge and that backstory and that was really exciting, going back into Veilguard, because I had a real sort of handle on who he was, and even if this surprised me by, sticking a line on, I knew Solas well enough. I was confident enough that I could do it. So it was less nerve-wracking the second time and more exciting, more like visiting an old friend.